Assalamu alaikum. Hello my dear students. How are you getting on? I hope you are spending a very busy time with your study. Welcome to my class. It's me, Nazma Sultana, lecturer, Department of English, Marston College. Students, the content of today's video class is gap filling activities. You know that in your syllabus there are two types of gap filling. One is fill in the blanks with clues and another is fill in the blanks without clues. In with clues, you will get words from where you have to choose suitable words. But in without clues, you won't get any words. Our today's topic is first one. I mean gap filling with clues. If you have good control over grammar, you can use right word in a right place rightly. If you have not that, it can be seen that word is right or gap is right, but your using is incorrect. Then you will get no marks. So, to fill in the gaps, you have to follow some rules. In the case of gap filling, it's often seen that you try to answer without paying attention to any rules and regulations, which is completely wrong method. If you try to follow the rules a little more carefully, you can get a very good marks here. There are huge rules of gap filling, but today I'll teach you some important rules which often come to the test. So let's see the rules. But before starting, you must keep a copy and a pen with you, and you will write the rules besides watching the video.
Dear students, gap filling activities with clues. In case of gap filling activities, you have to know about preposition, articles, and parts of speech properly. Fill in the blanks with clues. You will get this item in question number 1 and you will get 10 gaps. For each gap, you will get 0.5 marks and in total, you will get 5 marks. So dear students, let's see the rules. Rule number 1. Articles, adverb plus adjective plus noun. Dear students, if there is an article before the gap, we can follow this sequence of parts of speech. Adverb plus adjective plus noun. You have to use an adverb or adjective according to the meaning of the sentence. Here we can see an example. An honest man is respected by all. Here you can see that we have used article an and after that honest. This is an adjective and after that we have used here a noun. So another example is this is a very nice pen. So according to the rules here we can get an article, there an adverb and adjective and pen. So dear students, if there is a gap before the noun, that time we have to use an adjective or adverb. Okay, so let's see the rule number 2. Articles a and the plus adverb plus adjective plus verb plus ing, verb plus ing or past participle form of verb plus noun. Dear students, if there is an article or adjective or adverb before the gap and noun after the gap, that time we have to use present participle form or past participle form of verb. Here we can see an example. I saw a very nice colored sari at New Market. Dear student, you can see that here nice, a very nice article. Very is an adverb, nice is an adjective, and colored here is past participle form of verb. And you can also see that after this word here sorry is a noun. Okay, dear student. Okay. Rule number 3. Possessive. My, our, your, his, her, their. These words are possessive. And after possessive, we have to use noun. Okay. After, you always remember then if there is a possessive before the gap, then there will be a noun. When we do fill in the blank, we will check in the box that if there is a noun consistent with the meaning, then we will answer. So here is an example. Her brother is an engineer. Her is a possessive pronoun, and after that we have used noun brother. Okay. Rule number 4. Have, has, had. If we get have, has, had as a main verb in a sentence, that time after have, has, had, we have to use a noun. We can see an example. He has strength to carry the load. Here, has is a main verb. That's why we have used here noun strength. Okay, but if we get have, has, had as an auxiliary verb, that time we have to use the past participle form of main verb. Okay, the example is he has done the work. Here has is an auxiliary verb. That's why we have used past participle form of main verb. Dear students, is it clear to you? Okay, we can go to the next rule. Rule 5. Look, remain, become, smell, feel, sound. If there are these verbs before the gap, there will be an adjective or adverb in place of gap. If we'll get any adverb or adjective in the box, then we will put it in the blank and see if it matches, then we will use that there. Okay, we can see an example. She looks beautiful. Here we use looks. That's why we have to use an adjective in place of gap. Another one is he feels well. If there is any gap after feels, that time we can use adverb. Okay. Rule number 6. Preposition: in, of, with, without, for, by, etc. plus noun or pronoun. Dear students, if there is any gap after preposition, we will use noun in place of gap. So we'll notice that when we get a preposition here, the pronoun can sit after it. Otherwise, we'll remember the opposite. That is, the preposition can sit before the noun or pronoun. Okay, so you can see an example here. We cannot prosper in life without working hard. So, without it's a preposition. That's why we have used a noun working. When you use ing with verb, that time that means it is a noun. Okay. Now, rule number 7. Am, is, or, was, were. If we use am, is, or, was, were as main verb, that time we have to use an adjective after these words. Okay. He is kind. Here is a main verb. That's why we have used here kind. Okay. But if am, is, or, was, were used as an auxiliary verb, that time we have to use verb plus ing or present or past participle form of main verb. He is running. Here we have used a continuous tense. Okay, present continuous tense. That's why we have used ing with main verb. And another one is the letter is written by Musa. So the sentence is a passive voice. That's why we have used past participle form of main verb after auxiliary verb.
Students, when you go to answer gap filling, that time you make mistakes for two reasons. Either you choose wrong words or failing to understand the meaning, or you choose correct words but fail to use them grammatically. So, to have a good control over the meaning of the words and context as well as grammatical accuracy are very important for gap filling. So, let's see the rest of the rules.
Rule number 8. The plus noun plus of plus noun. So if there is a gap before noun of noun, then we have to use definite article the. We can see an example. The purpose of education is to remove darkness. Students, you can see that purpose of education, it is noun of noun, and before that we can see that the is a definite article. Okay, the definite article the. Okay, have you understood, dear students? Okay, the next number is 9. Modals. You know, there are 13 modals. Can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must, need, dare, ought to, used to. And after modals, we have to use present form of verb. Here is an example. He can write the letter. Can is a modal auxiliary, and after that, write. This is the present form of verb. Okay, but if of modals and after that there will be, that time we have to use past participle form of verb or adjective. See an example. The work can be done by him. Here, after can be, we have used past participle form of verb. Another one is she may be happy. Here we have used an adverb, adjective. Okay, happy is an adjective. Okay, have you got it, students? Okay, now rule number 10. The plus superlative form of adjective plus noun. Dear students, if there is a gap, after the definite article, then noun after the gap, we have to use superlative form of adjective in place of gap. Okay, he is the richest man in the locality. Here you can see that the is a definite article and richest. After that, after the we have used an adjective, superlative form of adjective. Okay, and after that we got a noun. Okay, rule number 11. Subject plus adverb plus verb. If there is a gap between subject and verb, that time the verb in a I mean subject and the verb in a sentence, the adverb will be in the gap. Okay, he is now going to school. Here, he is subject and going is a verb, and in the middle, we have used an adverb. He often goes there. He is subject and often adverb and goes main verb. Rule number 12. Correlative conjunctions. Correlative conjunctions are as, so, so, that, either or, neither nor, both and, to, not only, but also. Dear students, you have to know the correlatives and you must remember these correlatives. Okay, we can see an example using the correlatives. The sum is too difficult to solve. If you see here 2, that time if you know that about the correlatives, that time you can guess that here you have to use 2. Or in a sentence there is a both, that time you can guess there will be and in the answer. Okay, so you have to remember the correlative conjunctions. Rule number 13, subject plus verb plus a plus noun plus preposition. If there is an article before the gap and a preposition after the gap, then we will use a noun in place of gap. We can see an example. She has drawn a picture for me. Here you can see then the A is an article, and after picture we can see a preposition, and picture is a noun. Okay, clear student? Okay. Rule number 14, and and this one is last rule. Some, any, few, a few, little, a little, many, more, much, only, every, each, no. When you use these, when you got this, get in these words in a sentence, and there will be a gap after these words, that time we have we have to use a noun. Okay, after these words there always will be a noun, so you have to remember the rules. Okay, let's see an example. He has done many jobs. Here many, as we learned that after these words we have to use noun, that's why we have used here noun, jobs. Okay, so that's all about the rules. Now we'll solve two board questions. First one is from Kumila Board 2020. Here is an instruction for you. We can see that fill in the gaps with the words from the list. You may need to change the forms of the words. You may need to use one word more than once. Okay, so let's see the words. Dull, the, success, both, victory, if, continuous, in, keen, easily. Without effort, there can be no dash in life. Student, can you guess what will be the answer? Yes, you are absolutely right. The answer is success. No is an adjective here. Dear students, no is an adjective here, and you know that after adjective, there will be a noun. Then we will find out a noun from the box, and the noun is what? Success. Okay. Life loses its interest that there is no struggle. So the answer is if. Games become dash if there is no competition dash them, and if the result can be dash foreseen. So games become what? You know that there will be an adjective after linking verbs. Become is here a linking verb. That's why we have to use an adjective here. So what will be the answer? Dull. If there is no competition in them. And if the result can be what? Easily foreseen. You know that adverb is used in between auxiliary verb and main verb. No matter we win the game or lose, The dash the contest, the greater the interest. Students, you know, as we have seen that there is a comparative form of adjective in the sentence, the greater. Okay, that is why we can we have to use comparative form of adjective in the sentence. We also use the comparative form of adjective here. Okay, so the answer is keen, keener. A dash is not real triumph unless dash the sides are equally dash. Dear students, you know, after article we can use a noun. So the answer is victory. Unless, so each number is unless both sides are equally what? Both sides are equally strong. Whether we like it or not, life is a dash competitive examination. So the rest of the word is continuous. So the answer is continuous competitive examination. Now we'll solve from Chattogram Board 2020. The words are think, positive, arise, hinder, normal, avoid, mainly, hamper, cause, prosperity. Hinder means obstacles. So let's read the passage. Student politics dash the normal progress of a student. So can you guess, dear students, what will be the answer? Okay, think for some time. Yes, you are right. The answer is hinders. So, dear student, can you tell me why you use S with hinder? Yes, student politics, this as the subject is singular, that's why we have to singular verb. And in present indefinite tense, if the subject third person singular number, that time we have to use s or es with the verb. It brings dash to a few but dash harm to many. So what will be the answer? Yes, it brings prosperity to a few, but causes harm to many. As we have used as with bring as the subject to a third person singular number, that's why we have also used here causes. Okay. Because of student politics, dash administration of a college or university is dash. So, what's the answer? Okay, normal administration. Dear students, here normal is an adjective. As we got a noun after cab, that's why we have to use here an adjective. Okay, so the answer is normal. Of a college or university is what? Here we have to use a verb. So we can use hamper. As here is a is, that's why you have to use past participle form. Okay, so the answer is hampered. As a result, their dash session jam. So there arises session jam. For this problem of campus student politics is dash responsibility. Sorry, for this problem of campus student politics is dash responsible. So we have to use here mainly. Okay. We should dash the necessity of student politics. Dear students, you have already known that after modal we have to use present form of verb. So what will be the answer? Yes, You are absolutely right. Think. We should think the necessity of student politics. Either we should dash student politics or we should bring about a dash change in this sector. So, what will be the answer of here? We should avoid. Here we have to use present form of verb because should is modal auxiliary verb. Okay, so we should avoid student politics or we should bring about a what type of change? Positive change in this sector.
Dear students, there is a proverb that practice makes a man perfect. If you know the rules but don't practice them, it will not help you. So you must practice more and more to evaluate yourself. Now I'm going to finish my class for today. Inshallah, I'll come up with a new topic in other day. Have a nice day. Allah Hafiz.